Hey, what's up guys? Jake Sanders here on the Beefy Built YouTube channel. Today we're going to be fixing my washer reservoir issues that I'm having right now because my tires are hitting it and breaking off the nipple. So we're going to be relocating that. We're also going to be installing a catch can on this thing to help with some of the oil blow by. We're also going to be going to pick up a P8R head today to get started on the engine build for this car. And I'm also probably going to throw in a couple of clips from going camping over the past weekend. I wanted to go do a little bit of light off-roading with this thing, but since I was alone, I didn't want to go do anything crazy. But the trails that I went to were more so just dirt roads than anything, so there wasn't really much to film. I really just took videos of us setting up camp and just kind of like, just a couple of B-roll clips, nothing crazy. So I'll throw that in at the end of this video, but let's go ahead and get into today and getting this washer solvent reservoir on. That was kind of a pain to do without taking the bumper or the headlight out, but cut it up, got it out. I accidentally cut the wires when I was cutting the fill neck, but I had to do that anyways. I was just going to do it one by one, so I was sure that the wires were correct. But, you know, things happen, so we'll just splice all these back in once we extend it. I don't think I actually need to go to the junkyard, but I think I should be able to just take this OEM washer solvent, just kind of place it right here. I think that should work fine for me. I might flip it around. It looks kind of ugly, but you get the idea. Right there should work. I'm also thinking I'm going to take this, chop the top of this off, use a heat gun on it, and kind of plastic weld it to the top of this so I still have a cap, just because I don't want any mud or anything getting in there. So we're going to go ahead and do that. After the thing dried a little bit, I still need to paint the back side. I went ahead and set it in the engine bay and got an idea of where I was going to bolt it to. Found this little mount right down here. I'm going to drill a hole in this piece of aluminum. I'm going to run it straight up from there. Drill another hole and bolt that to it, and that should hold it in place just as good as it needs to be. So I made my mark. We're going to go ahead and cut it there, and then we're going to drill 2 holes on either side. That way we can mount it up, and we'll just go ahead and kind of file down the edges to make them smoother. We got our ends cut up and filed down. So we're going to go ahead and take a drill, find out what size bolt these take, and we'll drill it out to that size. Still needs to be painted on the back side, but it's in there. It's a little bouncy, but it's not hitting anything, so I don't see it really being that big of an issue. I still need to get a new pump for it, and I need to rewire it into the factory harness so I can use them again. But other than that, the install's pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and paint it, start running wire, and I'm going to run this hose onto the passenger side of the engine bay rather than it going over to the driver's side. The other washer solvent nozzle is right here. For this one, I'm just going to do the exact same thing, just run it over along across the top, down over into the pump, and it should be good. Now that I got the washer solvent reservoir all painted up, it's drying now. Got the brackets made. I got the lines halfway ran. I'm gonna start on the wiring harness and get that done because I am out of washer solvent line and I need to go pick up more to finish the lines. but I'm gonna work on this beforehand because I'll probably need more wire to do that also, and maybe a few connectors. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this. Got the reservoir for the power steering out of the way already. Alright, so I got the first wire butt connected in. I'm running it underneath the front radiator support over and then over to this side. Turns out the other two wires are just a ground, obviously. So I just have those two ran to a single ring terminal that there's conveniently a bolt hole right here for to the frame. So it'll be grounding that out, and then I'm just gonna run the wires through the radiator support. And then we'll get the hoses ran. So I have the wires ran from here underneath the radiator support and over to that side. I only have one of them wired up right now because I broke the nipple off the other pump. So I just kind of plastic welded that one up so it wouldn't leak. I need to go get another one here soon. But I do have this pump wired up. I'm gonna run it to the front washer nozzles and hopes that it's the front one. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up and then see if that works. Right, the washer solvent jug's in, it's bolted in place. A little sloppy, but I mean, it's all right. Wires for the one pump that are not broken are ran, and we got the line ran and kind of tucked away as best as I possibly could. So I'm gonna grab my keys. First, let me close the hood. I'm gonna grab the keys and see if it works. Nice. I'm stoked. First is washing her car. We're going to be replacing my ghetto brake fluid catch can that I hacked together so I didn't pour oil all over my transmission with a Mishimoto one. Has a bracket on it already. We're gonna go ahead and drill a hole in the this bracket right here and bolt it into there, and then we will run our line to it. Washer solvent reservoir's in, catch can's in. I need to get a longer hose for it because that one is literally barely on there, so I'll be going to do that in the morning. But the catch can's on. All the wiring's done, tucked away. I still have to get the other pump tomorrow from pull apart, but that's it for that. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. We got the washer solvent relocated and we got the catch can installed. I have a couple of clips from camping over the weekend, like I told you guys. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in now. Like I said, there's not much to it, it's just some dirt road. But we did set up our tent, and I can show you that whole setup and how it goes together. But for now, you guys take care. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey, what's going on guys? It's Jake Sanders here on the Beefy Built YouTube channel. Today I'm out in Carlisle, South Carolina. I'm out on a trail next to Broad River. We got my CRV out here. We're gonna camp on this spot. We were trying to find a spot closer to the water, but we couldn't find anything. We can walk down this trail right over here and we can get to the water, but I don't wanna try and get down there by myself since I don't have a winch and I don't have anyone else with me. And I don't trust my CRV on 34s to make it down there and back up if it rains. So I'm gonna stay up here and we're gonna set up the tent and get everything going. we got camp all set up. We still have to put up the air mattress in here, but we have the bed seats folded down. We have the tent where we just basically store all of our stuff. Zip this up so I don't get bugs. We got one CRV table out here. That's how it attaches to the back of the car. We just kind of hook it up to the roof rack down there, and just kind of tie a bungee cord around my camber arm. We have the Android TV so we can, well, monitor so we can watch like movies and stuff. You just kind of plug a USB flash drive into the port down there. Go ahead and turn on all the lights. You can see camp better. We have the Eno set up over there. Pretty decent little setup. I'd like to get a rooftop tent here soon, but first I need to build a platform up there. I'm gonna build like a flat rack to replace the OEM roof rack. That's much more strong. It has more points of support so it doesn't flex as much and can support more weight. But yeah, that's basically our little setup of camp for the night. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so we got camp all packed up. We're about ready to head back out and do a little bit of light off-roading. Nothing crazy because I'm by myself and I haven't really tested this thing off-road with the 34s yet. I have spare axles with me, but I don't really want to put any in right now, so we're not going to do anything crazy by any means. We're going to go take the dogs on a quick walk right now just to get some energy out of them before we go take off. But yeah. This is a good little spot. I probably won't come back here just because the view wasn't very great, and I mean, there's just not really much to do around here. But I'd like to go around, try and find somewhere else later on today, see if we could find somewhere else that we would like to come back to later on. So we'll go ahead and do that later. But for now, we're gonna go take them on a walk.
Look at Serena.